Welcome to TJW Beauty. Guys, I am so happy to be here right now, and I'm so happy if you're here right now because I want to share this space with you. I think this is a precious space. I think this is an amazing space to be in, and I think it's essential because we're all growing. It doesn't matter what part of life we're in. It doesn't matter how old we are. We all are growing, male or female, and we deserve to have a place where we can talk about it. Whether that's talking about eyebrows, or talking about skin, or talking about financial growth, or talking about growth in humanity, growth in our personalities, growth in our self-esteem. We are gonna talk about that here at TJ Beauty. And I really do appreciate you being here. If you're from Instagram, I just created my Instagram. It's called TJW Beauty. Well, TJW.beauty, okay? And shout out yourself down below so next video I can shout you out and welcome you officially by name. I want to get to know you guys, and I want you guys to feel special and sacred in this space. So today we're gonna talk about how to shape our eyebrows to fit our faces and not to go based off trends. So whether your eyebrows are super bushy, whether they're in the middle, whether your hairs are dark, whether they're light, whether they're thin, whatever, wide, long, high, none at all, I just want to say we're going to accept our eyebrows today. We're going to accept what we got, what our mothers gave us, what our fathers gave us, what our uncles, aunts, grandmothers, because you know it's a trending line of genes through our family, and most of all, we're going to thank God because he gave us what he gave us for a reason. So if you feel like you can relate to me and my face structure, you can follow me. If not, just listen to some of the things I'm saying. So first things first, when you'll see the video, is I'll take this spoolie. Mine's a little dirty from like whatever makeup I may have had around my face. So I always take this spoolie and I brush my eyebrows up and over kind of. So I put them in like this natural setting where they naturally fill out the area that they grow in. I'm not forcing it. I'm not brushing it in the opposite direction. You want to make sure that they're lined up the way that they're just naturally, the way that they just naturally grow. So you can see what you're working with before you try to manipulate them. But remember, we're talking about how we're going to accept our natural beauty. So if your eyebrows don't look like this, it's okay, because this is not what my eyebrows look like before I tweeze them or before I thread them or whatever the case is. After I brush them up and over, I will take this tweezer here. Now, if you see this tweezer, it has a point. Is this gonna focus? Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to bring it this close, but okay. And this allows you to get really fine hairs, but the thick hairs, like the main hairs, but it allows you to be precise. So initially, when I start off, I like to look at the end of my eye and go up to kind of see where my arch is, because that is what's most important to me. When I'm doing a quick shaping of my eyebrows, the place that I put most of the attention is my arch, because that's what's gonna make the difference. That's what's gonna lift my face, and that is what's gonna make it look like, yeah, she got her eyebrows done, or he got his eyebrows done. So I go about near the end of my eyebrow and I go up here, okay? You wanna hit a point about here, but you have to go based on your face. So if that meant that that was here for me, you have to look at what your eye and your eyebrow ratio is. If your eye is here, but your eyebrow stops here, you have to be cognizant of that and either draw on the rest and still use that measurement, or you kind of just have to maybe come here and then taper it off, okay? You have to be aware of what you are working with. And I guarantee you, if you work with what you have and you find a way to finesse what you have, you will love it 10 times more. I've been doing my eyebrows now maybe 2012, almost 8-9 years. I started off by threading them myself. And then maybe like a year ago, I just didn't feel like going, you know, like you're rushing, and that takes a little time to do it by yourself. And I just didn't feel like going through pain. So I started picking up the tweezers and kind of just like playing my arch. Again, so going back to arch, what I do here is, of course, I try to get as many hairs around this base here because my hairs come down. So you want to clean up around the eyebrow before you go really in for the arch. But this is what we're going to use for the arch. Now, for me, it's a little hard to grasp all the hairs, especially if I'm in a rush with this one. So what I'll do is I'll get this flat tweezer here, and I will get all the hairs, all the fine hairs, and you'll see that in the video. So I get this and I clean up. Once I clear this area and I get to the arch, then I start picking these little hairs here. And this is where you have to be careful. Again, if your eyebrows are like mine, where they're thick, but it's not like you have massive amounts of hair, but your hairs are dark. So if you pluck in the wrong spot, you may be able to tell. So you want to get like precise and pay attention to where that arch is. Like, you want the eyebrows to go up here. If I was to take another hair here, it's gonna make it look too skinny. If I take another hair here, it's gonna make this part look too skinny, and then the ends of my eyebrows are gonna start vanishing. So be precise and use this fine one. Now, remember when I said that we're gonna clean up the top area with our broad tweezer? In that place, you'll see that I'm gonna comb my eyebrow hairs down. I'm gonna just do it like this. You'll see in the video too, but I'll comb them down like this, and that will allow me to see where the majority of my hair grows and what's extra outside. So we want to create that precise look, right? And then again, that allows you to naturally comb your hair and to have this beautiful shape, right? When I comb them down, I take the flat tweezer and get all the little like blonde hairs or the really light hairs or the pronounced hairs to give me that shape, but you're not over plucking. Wherever the majority of the density of the hairs, you don't want to really attack that. You kind of want to just, you know, be mindful to get like one hair on the outside that's out of place. And then after that, you'll see me go back into my spoolie. This is like amazing. And I get this from like when I do my lashes, but I love it for my eyebrows. If not, I will use a brush. Use what you have. If you don't have this, it's okay. You can use like a Brussels brush or something. Just be very gentle. But it comes in handy. I'm pretty sure you can get these like at Ulta, Sephora, even if you just grab one of their samples. But I'm pretty sure they have them for sale, even Amazon. So I brush my hairs back up. So now everything is kind of clean, but in the video, you'll see I have like a few lingering hairs, and I take these baby scissors. Now I do not use like longer scissors because these are this is perfect. You see how small these are? It allows me to cut precisely. So I will go around the edges and kind of trim, but you don't want to like go down and trim. No, you want to brush your hair up. And any hairs that you kind of see going over the border. Now my hairs kind of have a little curl to it, so I have to brush and then kind of just pay attention to where like it's kind of like a lineup, you know? You just want to trim. Like when you're trimming your hair, you just want to trim. We don't get scissor happy. We don't dip. We don't know. You have to be precise and go ahead and like you literally line it up right under and then snip. If you move down a little bit more thinking like you gotta get in there, you're gonna end up with hairs that are a little bit shorter and you're gonna have to grow it out, okay? And it's gonna make the width of your eyebrow look a little bit skinnier. So these are the 4 items that I use, and I hope that helped you. Any other tip that I would say is, you know, clean up around here. You kind of, for me, so for me, when worrying about the length of my eyebrows, it matters. So because I want them to look like precise and thick and healthy, I don't let them, I have a few lingering hairs that will grow too long, and I leave the length of my eyebrow to the length, like almost like the length of my eye. My eyes are very like elongated, and I allow my eyebrow to go to the end of those. Now again, you have to pay attention to what your eye is and the length of your eye and your eyebrows and figure that ratio out. But that is something that you can kind of use as a guide to guide you in your process for your eyebrow. So that's what I do. If I let it grow a little bit longer, it starts to look a little straggly at the end. But you know, and if I go a little bit too short, it looks thick, but it's, you know, it's not gonna have that point. So I allow like a few hairs to be there to point. And if you want to be a little more precise and condensed, you can do that. If you want to be a little bit longer, if that's your style, then you do that. You figure out your thing. The whole point of this is to be confident in your own face, your own eyebrows, and to know what you're working with. Every one style or one trend is not for you. It's fun to play in that, but you need to know how to work with what you have, okay? I'm so excited that you guys are here and you're able to see this video, and I hope it helped you. Even if it's not with your eyebrows, I hope it helped you realize something about yourself that you need to accept. And that is the important thing that I want to get across today. So let's get into it, and subscribe so that you can see more videos that I will be putting up and that we will be sharing together. And also follow me on Instagram at tjw.beauty so that you can stay updated with what's coming next, and I can communicate with you guys and see what it is you guys want to see. Now, I have done this thing with threading, which I kind of, I don't want to say mastered, but I kind of dabbled around learning myself. If you guys do want to see that, let me know so that I can plug that in these next few upcoming videos. But I will see you guys soon, and I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will see you guys